Did you guys see Masters of the Universe? So the story follows Prince Adam, who is the son of the king and queen of Eternos. And when we meet him, he's like an 8-year-old boy. And amongst his people, he's considered a bit of a wimp. But honestly, he just seems like a happy little kid who likes to play. But they're training him to be a warrior. So shortly after the movie starts, Skeletor and his group of evil dudes show up to take over the city. They pretty much destroy the kingdom and take the king and queen captive, but they're going after the ultimate sword of power that's some sort of energy superpower for the one who wields it. So the guardian of the sword hands it to little Adam and tells him to just run through this portal and keep it safe. Don't lose track of it. But as soon as the kid goes through the portal, he loses track of it. And now he's trapped on Earth with no parents and no family at all and no sword. And he doesn't know how to get back. So he spends the next 15 years obsessed with looking for the sword. Now, for the most part, he's thriving. He has a roommate and he works in HR, but he's super obsessed with the sword. So he really doesn't have a lot of long-lasting connections because whenever he gets going, he's just talking about the sword and his magical kingdom that he's from. And so people just think he's insane. Around the same time, someone tells him that they found his sword. And he pops up at a comic book store where he manages to grab it, but it sends off a beacon that alerts Skeletor's men to his location. So Skeletor and his posse spend the rest of the movie just chasing after Adam and his band of merry friends who used to serve the king in order to get the Sword of Power. But it turns out that Adam is actually the true wielder of the sword, and with the sword in his possession, he goes from wimpy to awesome. Okay, so for those of you who didn't figure it out, this is the story of He-Man. So with this pretty well-known property also came a healthy budget, and you could see it all through the movie. There were a lot of really cool visual effects, a lot of CGI stuff, costumes, set design. It was all through there. And so the visuals were pretty cool. That being said, it wasn't a particularly memorable story. It was fairly cookie cutter. They used a very strong, very well-known property, and they just made it live action, and it's sort of that vibe. So it's pretty much what you would expect. I also had a pretty big concern with just how many plot holes there were throughout. I mean, when Prince Adam made it to Earth, they really glossed over a lot of questions that I and probably you would have had watching it. So I was a little bit disappointed in just how much they rushed through the story at that point. And as a result, didn't really love it overall. So I'm giving it 2 bangs out of 5. This has been Bang Bang with Bam Bam.